Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Thursday and welcome back to another day of candle reviews here on my channel. I have 3 reviews for you guys today. The first one is from Kringle. The other 2 are from 2 different companies. So if you're interested, make sure that you are subscribed. Give this video a thumbs up and let's get into Kringle Spellbound. Okay, first of all, this is not new. The reserve candles just, by the way, dropped from Kringle yesterday. So if you are interested in those are now live on the Kringle website. I always put a link to Kringle in the description box down below. I will also put a discount code down there that you can use. But this Spellbound fragrance is not new. In fact, I have had this candle in my possession for a couple months, just kind of waiting to burn it because I have so many darn candles to get through. And I finally decided to pull it out last week. And boy, has this taken me down a just memory lane trip that is kind of fantastic. This reminds me of a really fun time in my life where I was just, kind of getting out of college, having a great time, going out to the bars and, just having a hoot. So if you are a girl from whose sort of prime time was the late 90s, early 2000s, and you loved you some Victoria's Secret love spell, let me tell you, I have the perfect dupe candle for you, and it is Kringle Spellbound. This is spot on, you guys, and every time that I have been smelling this, I have been thinking of the different shenanigans that me and my girlfriends got into. Thinking about the amount of things we probably should not have done because they were probably not safe, but fun memories. This particular fragrance, I feel like, was so popular back in the day. I can remember going into the bathroom at certain bars or whatever and smelling Love Spell on other girls and just being like, oh my God, I'm wearing it tonight too. And it was just kind of one of those bonding things, right? Girls can be nice to each other. Sometimes they cannot, but I don't know. I have found a lot of nice other girls in my life. So anyway, for what it's worth, not all girls are snarky and mean when you talk to them in the bathroom. But anyway, this particular scent I have just fallen in love with all over again. I don't even know, it has been years since I have been inside of a Victoria's Secret. I have graduated to buying my underwear and whatnot from a different store. But I don't even know if Victoria's Secret still has their body care line or whether they even still have the Love Spell fragrance. But if you're from the late 90s, early 2000s, you know this fragrance well. It is sweet. It's almost borderline cloying, but it just kind of works, right? So let's go through the description that Kringle gives us, and then I'll kind of tell you what I mainly pick up in this. This is, by the way, available in several different formats. If you just want to try a daylight, there is a daylight available. I love that Kringle has this option. The daylights give you a chance to actually purchase an oversized, what is essentially a votive. And you can burn it and you can see how you feel about the fragrance on cold sniff. And you also have the opportunity to warm it or burn it and be able to smell, how the fragrance transforms when it's lit. Because some fragrances smell very different from cold sniff to when they are being warmed or when they're being burned. So something to keep in mind. The daylights are fantastic. I wish more companies would offer daylights, especially if they mostly sell their candles online. You also can get the wax melts. There is a medium soy candle. There is also this large jar. And by the way, the large jar is currently on sale for $24.50. You should be able to use my discount code on that for sure. The medium is $25.50. So the medium is actually $1 more right now. Just get you the large jar. It's pretty freaking amazing. And the soy blend is sold out. I do know that Kringle is kind of reformulating that right now. So anyway, but you do have some options there. So let's go through and let's read their scent story. See what they were inspired by. All right, Spellbound. A bounty of sweet fruit and citrus accords encounter floral notes with an exotic musk foundation, certain to captivate your senses. All right, your top notes are citrus, currant, and floral. Your mid notes are fruit, jasmine, and mandarin, and your base notes are mimosa, musk, and vanilla. So this is such an interesting scent because you really do pick up the citrus notes in this, but it's almost like everything sort of hits you at the same time with this one. I feel like I can't really tell the difference between base, top, or mid notes on this one, because they all kind of smell like they are just equally there. The currant that's in this, by the way, there's definitely currant in here. I'm very picky about currant. There are times where it's just straight up currant. It does not appeal to me. It just gives me some bad like memory vibes from something else. So, but it's like, it just smells so good with everything else that's in here that I can almost excuse the fact that there's currant in this fragrance. This is like a floral, but a fruit. It is a musky scent, but it's also like a fun fruity scent. You really smell every single one of those notes in here. Oops, sorry, Alf. Oh, Alf, buddy, you're killing it here. The musk note that's in Alf. The musk note that's in here really makes this kind of a like seductive florally fruity. If florally fruit, is that a thing? It is now. Yeah, it's just, you guys, the notes that I spelled out here, you can smell all of these. And quite frankly, if you have stuck your nose into Love Spell from Victoria, that's what this is. That I don't smell a difference, at least from my like core memory of Love Spell and wearing it for years, like dousing myself in it for years. Like, it smells exactly like how I remember the fragrance. It is so fun. It's really feminine, girly. It's kind of over the top, but it's great. It's just a great, like, girly fragrance. Stella really likes this one. She comes by that honestly. Her mother loved it too. Yeah, it's a great scent. Craig thinks it's a little sweet. But, I mean, Craig, I wore this around Craig. It didn't smell familiar to him. I was like, does this remind you of anything? And he's like, no. But, he also is not great with the memory department, so it doesn't entirely surprise me. But for me, it's just a very reminiscent type of scent. So if you loved it, you're going to love this candle. In terms of strength and throw, it's also a good performer, you guys. The strength is like, this one is like a solid 7 to me. The throw is, I don't know, it's probably about like between like a 6 and a 7. You absolutely, when you walk into a room where this is burning, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, where's the Love Spell? Who got the body spray out, right? It certainly travels outside of the room. This doesn't fill my entire house. In fairness, however, the 2-wick jars from Kringle, even in the soy formula, have never been a 9 or a 10 in terms of throw for me. I just think with the amount of surface area that you're getting here, which is decent, you're just never going to get that type of like throw, especially in a house like what I have, which is much more open concept. It travels, but it doesn't have quite enough oomph to it to fill the entirety of the house. That being said, I don't think I want my whole house to smell like this. I definitely want like I've been burning this in our downstairs powder room. It's a little too powerful for a small room like that. I would not recommend a powder room, but it's been perfect in my bedroom. I have also had it in the kitchen one day, and it filled my kitchen really, really nicely. Certainly filled up the back part of the house very decently. Yeah, it has good strength, and good throw. It is right in line with pretty much all of the other soy candles that I've burned. So I'm gonna show you guys a side view here so that you can see how clean this burn is. There's no sooting whatsoever. I only trimmed these wicks a little tiny bit. There's only a little tiny bit of a mushroom top that forms. You can see I haven't pulled out completely right here. I did just light this about 15 minutes ago, so it hasn't completely pulled out. But you can see here, like the last wax pool, you can barely tell the difference. This soy wax of theirs is phenomenal. I cannot say enough good things about the Kringle soy wax. It is clean. It never gets sooty or gross. It's just such a beautiful formula, you guys. I really, really love it. And I feel very comfortable at this point reviewing, especially the soy candles before they get to the halfway point, because I just don't have problems with them, even to like the last burn. Like there are never really any issues at all. I just really enjoy this formula a lot, so I can't say enough good things about it. Let me know how you feel about the original Love Spell. Do you have any fun stories associated with it? Did you wear it? Were you more of a vanilla lace kind of girl? I also liked vanilla lace, by the way. And the pear glacé, that was also delicious. But pear was a little, like I could do pear in the fall, but for the most part, the Love Spell and the vanilla lace were my jam from Vicky's. So anyway, I'm gonna put a link to this down below. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you've tried it. Let me know your thoughts. And I will see you guys for the other candle reviews coming up here a little bit later on this afternoon. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Toodaloo.